Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello student, good morning.
Morning.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Hijrah Putri Anda. You can call me Miss Hijrah.
Halo, Zira.
Hello. So before we start our lesson today, I would like each student to introduce yourself. So first, maybe start from you.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Fira. You can call me Fira. And I am from Baru. And now I live on Makassar, Jalan Monument M7. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Manda Mola Ichira, and you can call me Manda. I'm 19 years old, and I originally from Bulukumba.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Uh, uh, my name is Asrul, and I'm originally from Sidrap, but right now I live in Atta.
Thank you. Next.
My name is Anna Nuraham. Sometimes people call me Matamis. I'm from North Morali, but now I live in Bulldozer. Jalan Bulldozer.
Ah, thank you. So the last one.
My name is Ananda Mujana. You can call me Mira. And I'm from Central Sulawesi. I live in Kuala.
Okay, thank you. So let's give applause to all of us. Okay, so now let's start our lesson for today. So today we're going to study about descriptive paragraph. So what is descriptive paragraph? A descriptive paragraph provides a vibrant experience for the reader through vivid language and descriptions of something, unlike narrative paragraph, which must include personal thought, feelings, and growth. Descriptive paragraph do not need to be personal in nature. So the purposes of descriptive paragraph first is to create a vivid mental image. It means that helps a reader see, hear, feel, or experience what is being described. Second is to evoke emotion. It means makes the reader feel something like happiness, sadness, or nostalgia. The third is to explain or clarify. Means that gives a clear understanding of what something is like. The fourth is to persuade or convince, means that influence the reader's opinion or point of view. The last is to entertain. It provides enjoyment through interesting and creative description. Next is I will give you the example, a video example of descriptive paragraph.
Today we're going to finish our lesson, descriptive writing. What is a descriptive writing? It describes people, animals, or places in such a way that a picture is formed in the reader's mind. Well, in the previous lesson, I asked you to choose a topic and brainstorm some ideas. Now, it's time to start writing. Now that your brainstorm sheet is ready, you already wrote your introduction, it's now time to write the details. Now remember, a good descriptive writing contains all sensory details. Tell me, how does it look, smell, sound, taste, or even feel? Now when you start writing, vary your sentences. Beside all the statements that you write, include some exclamatory sentences and you can add some questions. Your goal is to draw a picture in the reader's mind. So do your best to enhance the reader's imagination. For example, instead of writing, "The dog wagged his tail," you can write, "The brown cute dog wagged his small tail happily." Now look at the words brown, cute, small, and happily. Now, did you see what the second statement did? It painted a picture in your mind, and that is the purpose of descriptive writing. And that's it for now. Next time, we'll show you how to conclude your paragraph.
Okay, so after watch the video, do you get it what it means of descriptive paragraph?
Yes.
Okay, so the next is, this is the example of descriptive paragraph. The title is My Backpack, and there's 3 points here. Is opening statement, features of the bag, and last is closing statement. Here, the opening statement is my backpack is one of the most dependable companions in my life. And then the features of the bag is big and fast like the universe. It holds the world for me, my laptop, phone, books, stationery, eatables, and whatnot. My backpack is to me what an army knife is to a soldier. It is my headdress, backrest, and cover from sunlight and downpour. Occasionally, it has been my weapon in a friendly fight. And for the closing statement is, we have been together through college, work, tricks, rights, and the ups and downs of life. It has now become a source of inspiration for me, a bit worn out and tattered, but ready for action at all times. My backpack hangs on to me just as I hang on to it. So this is the language features. There's several points. First is sensory details or imaginary. This is the cornerstone of descriptive writing. The writer used precise language to appeal to the five senses. There is sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Instead of simply saying the room was messy, a descriptive paragraph might say the room was chaotic jumble of discarded clothes, overflowing ashtrays, emitting a stale cigarette smell, and half-eaten plates of cold food leaving a lingering greasy film on the air. Next is figurative language. This adds depth and richness to the description. These common forms include stimulus, there's compressions using like or as. For example, the sun was like a molten gold coin. Second is metaphors. Direct comparisons stating one thing is another. For example, the city was concrete jungle. Next is personification. It means that giving human qualities to non-human things. For example, the wind whispered secrets through the trees. Next is hyperbole. Exaggeration for effect. For example, I've told you a million times. Next is adjective and adverbs. This provides specific details and enhance this descriptive power of nouns and verbs. Strong, evocative, adjectives, and adverbs are crucial for painting a vivid picture. Next is strong verbs. Active and precise verbs bring the description to life. Avoid weak verbs like was or is. Wherever possible, use verbs that convey action and movement. Next is precise and evocative vocabulary. Choosing words carefully is essential. The writer should select words that accurately and vividly convey the intended meaning and create a specific tone or mood. Next is sentence variety. Varying sentence structure, for example, simple, compound, and complex, keeps the writing engaging and prevents monotony. Next is organization and structure. While the focus is on sensory detail, a organized paragraph is still crucial. Consider using spatial organization, for example, describing something from top to bottom, left to right, etc., or chronological order, for example, describing events in the order they occurred. Last is point of view. The writer's perspective, or first person, second person, or third person, influence the tone and style of the descriptions. So now let's play and practice. So here, uh, I want you to write your own story about a thing of place you like to go, and then uh, tell why you want to go to that place. Can you do that for me?
Yes, miss. Miss, do we write here atau
Yes.
yes?
Okay, so I will give you 5 to 10 minutes to write your own story about place that you want to go, and then each of you would read it. Okay, so I will give you 5 to 10 minutes to write your own story about place that you want to go, and then each of you would read it up here.
Yes, miss. Yes, please.
So I will give you 15 minutes and then you're gonna tell or describe it and then describe the adjectives that you provide from the picture.
Yes, means.
Okay, means
Have you finished?
Yes.
Yes.
So who's going to go first?
Okay. About this picture show a beautiful and calm beach. The sea water is clear, blue, and the waves are small. On the shore, there are many green and shady coconut trees, and the sky looks clear without thick clouds, adding to the peaceful atmosphere on this beach. It looks like a perfect place for vacation and relaxation. And descriptive adjectives provide from the picture is beautiful, calm, blue, clear, sunny, cool, and shady. I think.
Okay, give applause to Tira. Next. Okay, Amanda.
Okay, number one, describe this picture. This picture show a beautiful tropical beach with clear blue water and white sand. There are many tall coconut trees along the shore, and some beach huts and chairs under the shade. The sky is bright and sunny, with some fluffy white clouds. The waves are calm and gently touching the sand, making the place look very peaceful and relaxing. And number two, descriptive adjective. The first one is beautiful, clear, blue, white, tall, sunny, fluffy, calm, peaceful, and relaxing.
Okay, give applause to Amanda. Next.
Me, ma'am. Yes, correct. So in this picture, this beach have a majestic view. The ocean filled with the blue color, just like the sky, and also the weather looks so peacefully. It'll help us to meditate here. And also the chair also look comfortable to sit, and the wave gently touch the shore, and the coconut trees fills with green color. And the second question, write the descriptive adjective you provide from the picture. The first one is majestic. The second one is magnificent, and the last one is comfortable. I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you. Give applause to us. Next.
Okay, from the pictures, you can see the beach is very beautiful and beach to the and can see like blue colors and there's the coconut trees over there and the sky is very beautiful with the blue color. So uh, and and the beach is the peaceful place with the soft white sand and crystal clear water. So the descriptive adjective is beautiful, peaceful, blue color, and yeah.
Okay, thank you. Give applause to us. Next.
Describe this picture. I think this is a beach, and the beach is so eye-catching, and it has beautiful white sand, blue wave, blue sky, and white clouds. There are so many coconut trees, and that what makes the place look so amazing. For number two, write any descriptive adjective you provide from the picture. I think pleasant, authentic, wonderful, and amazing.
Okay, thank you. Give applause to me.
Berapa menit? 3.
Okay, after describe the picture before, I would like to give you one exercise. It is about adjective. So, good writers add interest to their writing by describe nouns, An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives often answer the question what type. For example, adjectives can tell the size, color, age, or quality of something or someone. Adjectives help your reader see the person and place or thing. Using adjectives in your writing will make it more interesting. Adjectives add details about nouns and help distinguish one noun from other noun. So you can see the examples here. Somebody skibidi. And then I will give you the exercise. So I will give you 5 minutes to finish the exercise. Okay, have you finished?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes. So who's going to answer the first number?
Saya. Uh, for the first question, for the first text, I like your new shoes. The adjective that describe the shoes is like.
Okay, thank you. We'll keep the answer. Next is number 2.
We put a small table next to the brown sofa. Small. Small and round.
Okay. Next number. Yes.
My apartment has high ceiling and large windows. Is the high ceiling high and large?
Okay, thank you. The next number. Yes.
She is wearing a comfortable sweater. The answer is comfortable.
Okay, thank you. So who's going to answer the next question?
Okay. Do you like spicy food? The answer is spicy.
Okay, thanks. Next.
This cake is delicious. Cake. Delicious.
Okay, thank you. Next.
We moved into an old house. Is an old house.
Okay, next.
10. Our neighbors are noisy. The adjective that describes the neighbors is noisy.
Okay, thank you. And then the last number.
This man is an excellent librarian. The answer is excellent.
Okay, thank you. Give applause to all. Okay, so I think that's all for today's lesson. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that you can understand about our lesson today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.